Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
People shouldn't have to feel like everything's going to be stolen all the time.
Online shopping is a convenient way to order items you may need or want and have them delivered to your doorstep. But a couple in South Fargo in a certain neighborhood is warning others that someone may be stealing packages.
Valley News Team's Molly Casey spoke with the couple to find out what went missing and what they plan to do next.
You don't feel safe about anything.
Christy Brovold and her husband often receive deliveries for items they've ordered online. Brovold typically tracks the deliveries on her phone, but this time she says they never knew the items arrived.
I called the company and they said, well, they were delivered. And I said, no, we never received anything.
UPS and FedEx confirmed the deliveries were made around 6 p.m., just after the couple had gone to dinner. Brovold checked the porch again, but knew the packages were gone.
There's $80-some gone.
I was expecting two jerseys, a Vikings jersey and a Philadelphia Eagles jersey.
Ron Brovold had ordered 2 special edition jerseys and says he was upset when he found out the packages had been stolen.
Spent 31 years in the military. I just don't have time for people that think they can take someone else's property.
The couple reported the stolen packages to the police, but say they no longer feel safe having deliveries made to their home.
It just makes you feel like, do I want to even order anymore online too?
The Brovolds say they may invest in a post office box in the future, but hope the thief is eventually caught.
I hope that they someday realize what they're doing.
From Fargo, Molly Casey, Valley News Live.
The Brovolds say others in the area have reported packages missing as well, but say their items are being replaced by the company they ordered from. Police say this serves as an important reminder about home security. And for more tips to protect your home and belongings, you can check out this story on our website at valleynewslive.com.
People in the community came together tonight to gather for healing in remembrance of Savannah Greywind, the young woman whose body was found near the Red River last month. Savannah's death sent shockwaves throughout the region, and today a ceremony was held in Fargo to try and bring closure to those impacted. A ceremony of drums was followed by moments for prayer. Savannah was pregnant at the time of her disappearance, and her baby, Hazley Joe, was recovered from the apartment complex where she was last seen. Hazley Joe's father, Ashton Matheny, was granted full custody. 2 people have been arrested in relation to Savannah's death.
Investigators are trying to figure out who fired several shots into a West Fargo police officer's personal vehicle. It happened late Tuesday night. Whoever it was fired about 4 shots, damaging the rear and front windshields. No one was in the vehicle at the time. No one was hurt. Anyone with information should call West Fargo Police at 701-433-5500.
New information tonight about an alleged sexual abuse cover-up in the Crookston Diocese. For the first time, the man who claims he was sexually abused in the 70s and then told to never let anyone know shares personal details with Valley News Live. Ron Vasic says he was molested on a church trip, and then decades later, when he told the church, they tried to cover it up. Now he's sharing his story because he's concerned there could be more abuse victims.
If there's somebody out there that has been abused by a priest that's afraid to come forward, they can contact me, and I will help them get through this situation, because I know what it's like. I've been there. I've lived it.
To see the full story and see the diocese response, head over to valleynewslive.com.
The war of words between President Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un is once again ramping up, with reports that North Korea's top diplomat now says his country may test a hydrogen bomb in the Pacific Ocean to fulfill their leader's vow to take the highest level action against the United States. This is reportedly in direct response to President Donald Trump's threat to totally destroy the North earlier today at the United Nations. The rogue regime has escalated tensions by testing 22 missiles since February, including a nuclear bomb in recent weeks.
Equifax mistakenly links consumers to a phishing website as the credit reporting agency tries to help those affected by a data breach. Over the last couple of weeks, tweets from the Equifax Twitter account misdirected a handful of Twitter users to a fake site instead of the official Equifax site set up to help concerned consumers. Instead of helping consumers, the fake site mocked Equifax for using a domain that was so easy to impersonate. Equifax has since deleted the tweets, and a company spokesperson apologized for the confusion. Earlier this month, Equifax announced that the personal information of 143 million consumers was potentially compromised in a cyber attack.
Aaron Hernandez's lawyer says the former New England Patriots' brain showed severe signs of degenerative brain disease that is showing up in a majority of professional football players. Hernandez had been sentenced to life in prison for the murder of a semi-pro football player, but was found dead in his cell earlier this year. The director of Boston University's Chronic Traumatic Center confirmed that Hernandez suffered from an advanced stage of the disease known as CTE. The disease can be caused by repeated head trauma and leads to symptoms like violent mood swings, depression, and other cognitive difficulties.
Injuries like those suffered by Hernandez have been a major concern for parents in recent years, and a new study suggests that the consequences of hits to the head could be even more severe for the youngest athletes.
Valley News Team's Clint DeRose talks with coaches locally whose own kids are playing the sport to get their take on this issue.
The study by researchers at Boston University showed an increased risk of behavioral and cognitive problems for those that started playing football before they turned 12. In fact, those kids showed twice the risk of behavioral issues and 3 times the risk of depression. The research has been the cause of a lot of concern among parents, but coaches are quick to point out some of the shortcomings of the study.
One of the things about this study is that all their subjects played football back in the 70s when they were that age.
Daniel Gunderson coaches a team out of West Fargo and is the father of a youth football player himself. Assistant coach Tim Orness also has an 11-year-old who plays, and both feel safe having their kids in the sport. They believe that improved techniques and equipment help prevent a lot of the heavy damage suffered by previous generations.
These are the same kind of helmets you're going to see NDSU players wear on Saturdays and NFL players wear on Sundays.
When I played, even in high school, that we were always tackling with our head down. We thought we could, basically spear them with our helmet. Today, we're not doing any of that. It's all heads up.
The coaches also think that practice with safer hitting techniques carries over to football at higher levels when players get faster and hits get harder.
When we instill proper technique at a young age, I think that's going to help the longevity of these kids and how long they're able to play the sport.
Some assurance that they hope will alleviate concerns for parents with frayed nerves. In West Fargo, Clint DeRose, Valley News Live.
And Coach Gunderson also says that players aren't asked to tough it out like they might have been in the past, adding that each player is assessed after a big hit to make sure they're healthy.
A newborn and her mom are doing just fine today, thanks in large part to 2 West Fargo police officers who helped deliver the baby girl. Stephanie Kruger thought she might be going into labor last night, so she and her husband, Dustin, decided to drop off their son and dog at her parents' place in West Fargo before heading to Sanford Hospital. But before they could leave, things escalated and they called for help. Officers Austin Bagley and Jacob Danielson were first on the scene and showed up just in time to help. Baby Lakin and mom are expecting to head home to Valley City tomorrow.
Set the alarm on your phone for 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. There's going to be a special guest in the Valley News Live studio as the newly crowned Miss America will be stopping by for a visit. Miss America Cara Mund of Bismarck will be on the North Dakota Today. Mund is the first contestant from North Dakota to win that competition and is traveling the country promoting her personal platform of Make-A-Wish, the Miss America organization's platform of the Children's Miracle Network. Once again, she's going to be on the North Dakota Today starting at 9 a.m. on KVLY.